Even though I saw the game the first time around, a win like this past Sunday is always fun to look at several times. And right now, Jim and Bill have gathered to give us the highlights. Jim?
Well, Bill, I think you understand fully now, after seeing the fan reaction to Sunday's win, what a victory over the Steelers really means around here.
Well, I saw it last year. The fans were really into the game, and Sunday was a lot of fun. The players had the week off during the bye week, and they worked really hard during that week and getting ready for the Steelers. And when you go out there and win like we did Sunday, that makes it very satisfying.
Hey, how about your defense? No touchdowns allowed in the last 2 games. In fact, the last 9 quarters, only 1 in the last 3 games.
Well, the defense is playing well, and their #1 goal, of course, is to prevent points, and we've done a pretty good job of that. I think you got to give a lot of credit to the players. They're hustling, they're playing aggressively, and they're preventing the offense from making big plays. And you also have to salute the defensive coaching staff and defensive coordinator, Nick Saban. Their schemes are working well.
Now, on offense, you're doing more with Mike Tomczak, and the offensive line is certainly coming around.
Well, Mike's done a real good job for us. He's come in and played well, giving the team some confidence, and hasn't made many big mistakes, and has made a lot of big throws. And our offensive line's getting better each week.
Well, I like what I've seen, and right now what I'd like to see are some highlights of that win over the Steelers.
The Pittsburgh Steelers came to Cleveland with a familiar face as their new head coach, former Browns assistant and player Bill Cowher. And the Browns had the Mac attack back for the annual stadium showdown against the Steelers, who had success early getting the ball to the NFL's leading rusher, number 29, Barry Foster. But once close to the goal line, the Browns defense stepped up.
O'Donnell, quarterback draw, and it goes nowhere.
Pittsburgh's Pro Bowl kicker, Gary Anderson, gave the visitors an early 3-0 lead. And with Foster carrying the load, the Steelers were soon back for another Anderson field goal, which made the score 6-0 early in the second quarter. While Pittsburgh congratulated themselves, it was now time to let the newly acquired quarterback Mike Tomczak play a little. First, Tomczak hit rookie Rico Smith, who discovered the intensity of the Browns-Steelers rivalry. Smith was ruled down by contact, and the Browns continued the assault with a Mac attack. Softened by Mac's bruising charge, the Browns tried a little dash with a pinpoint throw to the swift Eric Metcalf. Metcalf's catch set up Matt Stover's 51-yard field goal attempt, which was good, and the Browns had withstood a so-so first-half performance and trailed only 6-3 after 2 quarters.
He was trying to take it outside. I pressed him outside, got right inside of him, then I come out of it. Floyd is off the ball a little bit. Yard and a half. He's just running inside. You know what I mean?
The thing is, if we're running still and your guy's ramming, then the only way they can pick up Floyd is pick him up with the back. I mean, you can't get inside and pick him up.
After some important offensive adjustments, the Browns were ready to charge ahead.
Outside to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Foot races on, and Metcalf is down the near sideline. Fake handoff, Tomczak bootleg to Bavaro. Wide open at the 45 to the 50, into Steelers territory. Tomczak turns, hands off to Metcalf, left in sweep. This time Metcalf's inside the 30 to the 27-yard line to the 26. Handoff, Mack, and he's hit just as he gets a handoff. Breaks the tackle, gets inside the 25 to the 21-yard line. And that is Greg Lloyd, who is flat on his face and knocked out. Looks over the middle, still with time. Throws to Mack at the 5, to the 3, to the 2, to the 1-yard line. Handoff, Mack to the goal line, leans over the stack for a touchdown.
Now leading 10-6 in the third quarter, it was time once again for the Cleveland defense to keep the Steelers out of the end zone.
Here they come after O'Donnell, and it's the sack by Eric Turner back at the 24-yard line. Here's the kick. It has the distance, and it is good.
Leading 10-9, the Browns needed an offensive surge, and Tomczak turned to the thriller, wide receiver Michael Jackson, who caught one to keep the drive alive, and a 47-yard touchdown to drive the fans near delirious. Pittsburgh, with 10 minutes remaining, still had time to come back, but on a crucial 4th and 1 near midfield, The Browns defense stepped up once again, securing a 17-9 victory.
I'm really proud of the way the players have worked the last couple of weeks. I think we've improved as a football team through the first 5 weeks of the season. I think we got to keep working hard and continue to improve, and you know, I think we're going to be all right.
Coach, that knockout of Greg Lloyd by Kevin Mack really seemed to spark your team.
Well, it was a hard-hitting, hard-fought game, and that particular play got the coaches, the players, and I think the fans really going in the stadium. When I looked out, I realized I was about 10 yards out on the field, and all the players were with me.
All right, now that was Kevin Mack's first game this season, and we're going to give you a chance to talk about how you've had to replace so many injured players when we come back.